Hey everyone, it's Dara. How's everyone doing today? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dara K. Fulton and I'm happy to have you here. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So this is an impromptu video that I'm doing out here in Brooklyn, and I decided to come outside because I wanted to do something a little different. Originally I was thinking about doing a vlog, but then I'm like, do I really want to vlog or do I just want to have a chit chat with you guys outside? So this is probably just going to be a chit chat outside. If I change my mind and this turns into a vlog, then just bear with me. But I just felt like talking to you guys, so here I am. Hope you all, wherever you are in the world, is doing well, excuse me, and that you're feeling good and everything's going well for you. It is the holiday season, and I know for some people this is extremely happy time, and for others this is not such a happy time. So if you're not feeling too happy this holiday season or things are not going the way you want, just know that, it will get better. I've been in your shoes, and, it won't always stay this way. If you are finding yourself by yourself, let's say you're in a new country by yourself, or, maybe there was a death or something really tragic happened, know that you're not alone. My advice to you would be to talk to someone, maybe meet up with a friend or someone that you can trust, so that way you won't find yourself by yourself, during this time of year. If you're feeling happy, I'm happy for you, and I hope that this holiday season is a good one, wherever you decide to celebrate. As for me, this is a very nice time of the year. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of updates. Let's see, I am married. I know, right? It's shocking. I will actually do a video about that separately to talk about this, because I'm very excited to share this news. But yes, I am officially married, so I'm very thankful for that. And, I'm in a new neighborhood and new opportunities are coming my way. So I'm doing pretty well, I have to say, and I'm thankful because things weren't always this peachy a year ago. And if you've been with me for a while and actually watched some of my old videos back last year, or at least in December 2016, you would know that things weren't so peachy around the holiday time. So I thank God every day that I'm here, first and foremost, and that, I have my beautiful family, I have my new husband, I have my small circle of friends and people who, always show love and care to me. And for you guys out there here on YouTube and online, social media, who have been showing me love, I appreciate y'all very much. And, no matter what part of the world you're in, know that I love you and I care about you. And I always keep you all in my prayers. And I do hope next year, or at least in the near future, I will have the opportunity to meet all of you in person. So, as usual, friends, when I come on here, I like to talk about all things motivation. So I just did a Coffee with Dara on location. If you follow me on Instagram, please do so at Dara K. Fulton. I'll leave all that here for you. And I just want to expand on that. And the topic is, don't worry about it. And I'm choosing this topic on purpose because it's something that I actually do very often. I tend to stress out a lot. If you're one of those people who are overachievers, or you stress a lot, or you worry a lot, this video is for you. I tend to worry a lot. I can't really say why. I guess maybe out of fear, or just that I don't feel I'm good enough or I'm doing enough. Most of the times I feel like I'm not doing enough. And the truth is, I'm doing a lot, but at times when, at the moment, I may feel like I'm not doing enough. And then it would be my family or my sweetheart that will say, hey, you're doing a lot, like, give yourself some credit. And that's the problem, because I don't give myself credit, unfortunately, and that's a big problem. And when you worry, that becomes stressful, because you're worrying about the unknown, the things that we don't know necessarily. And we can't really do that too much. We have to try our best not to worry. We have to try our best to just go with the flow, which is not easy depending on your personal situation. So it's one of those things. I'm just going to be looking back and forth to make sure that no one's around or trying to start anything, because I do live in New York City, and you just never know who's watching you. And so if you see me looking around, it's not that I'm distracted. I'm just paying attention to my surroundings. So the topic is, don't worry about it. Now, this is hard, and I'm going to tell you why. If you are an overachiever or very a determined person. You are pursuing something. You're ambitious. You're trying to get that job or start that business, or maybe you're here on YouTube and you're trying to grow your channel. Whatever it is, the challenge is that when you're not progressing or things ain't falling into place the way you want, and then you go on social media and you see either your friends or people that you know, or even people you don't know, are doing it. Maybe they're doing the exact same thing you're doing, and you're like, wait a minute, how is he or she doing this, and what's going on with me? I want you to know right now, try your best not to compare, because I've made that mistake, and it will definitely make you feel depressed. Trust me. Try not to compare. Here's what I would suggest you do. Learn from these individuals. In the business world, we like to say learn from your competitors, but I always say just learn. Sometimes you can see what other people are doing. If they're nice enough to share the love and you want to ask for advice, and you say, hey, how did you go about this? And they want to share with you, great. But I'm going to be honest with you, there are a lot of people who are very selfish. They don't want to share nothing, and they'll just kind of like blow you off and act like why are you asking me? So don't let that upset you too much. Just try your best to try not to worry. That's the number one thing. And try your best that while you're learning from these individuals, don't copy and don't mimic, but learn the strategy. Learn what they're doing, get some ideas, and then incorporate that into your thing. And I will stress that, because you don't want to find yourself copying off other people. You want to be remembered for the unique and beautiful person you are, not for being someone's copycat. So please try your best not to do that. I know in social media it can be very tempting, because you're seeing people making moves and you're thinking, well, if I do the same thing, I will be just as successful, but not necessarily true. You want to make sure that you do things that suit you, that suits your personality, and make you feel good. Because here's something that I've learned, even in my own profession. Sorry, I'm actually on the parkway, so you're gonna hear a lot of cars. Here's the thing. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, it'll come back to me. Anyway, you want to make sure that you are remembered for what you contribute to this world. You want to leave a legacy behind, and even for me, that's what I was going to say, even in my profession, I have always been a little bit of a rebel. I'm not one to conform to other people and what they say, what they do. And this is why people get mad at me all the time, because I refuse to do what everyone else is doing. And even as a business owner, I refuse to copy and do what everyone else is doing. So you're going to get rejection. You're going to get people shade you. You're going to get people not like you very much, because you're standing out. And that's the whole point. You're supposed to stand out. And you don't want to, again, be a copycat. This should be a lifestyle. This should be something that you make a path for other people who may follow in your footsteps one day. You don't know the impact that you're going to leave in this world. So you want to make a good one. And that's something that I remind myself, even when I'm feeling worried or I'm not sure. I feel like, oh my gosh, am I going about things right? And this is across the board. This is not just business and career, as you may think, or as I may think. This is in relationships. This is with just life, So you want to make sure that you focus on what you're doing, okay? Stay the course, learn. I will tell you right now, friends, that when you take the time to learn, and when I say learn, I'm talking take some free online classes. If you can't afford to go to university or to a vocational school, take some online courses. Talk to people. Don't be afraid to ask for mentorship. If you live in cities like New York City, we're very lucky here, because there's a lot of free stuff here. There's a lot of mentors here that's willing to help you. I've had several of them myself. So ask for mentorship. If you are lucky to find someone here on social media that's willing to talk to you and share the love, by all means. But don't be too pushy about that, because again, they don't have to. And most importantly, I will say this from the spiritual end. Again, it depends on your belief system. Prayer is really powerful. And if you do have a belief and you feel like you're not sure about where you're going, I know for me, when I pray to God, that really helps. That helps me to find my way. He always comes through, even when you don't think he is. He's always listening to you. So you want to make sure that you take the time to pray, seek that spiritual guidance, because God will never steer you wrong. And even if you're not a believer, I can't really say how to go about that if you're not a believer. But I will say this, whatever works for you, let it work for you. And try your best always. Do your best and try not to worry. Things will get better. I even tell myself that, like, wow, it's going to get better. It's not always going to be this way, and everything's going to be fine. So everything's going to be just fine. So I guess I just want to come on here and share that, friends. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for the love all the years I've been here on YouTube and social media in general. I really appreciate I receive more love than hate, and I thank y'all for that. And I try my best to make sure that everything I do here publicly is positive, because this is also part of my legacy too. It's not just Dara, the ESL teacher, the business owner, or the author. I feel I'm a collective. I'm a little bit of everything in some sense. And I would never claim to know everything, but I like to think of myself, if you're a person who likes crystals, and if you're familiar with quartz crystal in particular, it has many different points and sizes and, different faces, so to speak. I am like that quartz crystal. I wear many different hats. I have different interests and things I like to do, and I do believe life is full of that, and you shouldn't just limit yourself to one thing. So I'm proud to say that I like to utilize all of my talents and all of my interests into what I do. But the one thing I can say to you guys now is that everything I do is done on purpose, with a purpose, and with my personality. And so what you see here is what you get in person, no matter what I'm doing. And that's something to truly smile about. I love you all so much. I thank you for listening to this message today. And if you'd like me to do more chit chats outside, please let me know. I know on this side if you're here on this side of the United States, or in your country, if you're dealing with the winter season, it may get a little cold. So I can't promise it will be always, but you never know. I might be in the snow and say, hey, how you doing, guys? Let's have a chit chat. So let me know if you like these videos. Please comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share with your friends. Share the message. When I share these messages, it's not just for my benefit, it's for everyone else's. So share this message, click like to this video, and know that I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day, friends, and I'll see you in the next video.